it splits in the orders of 64 megabytes. That is what this one we are referring to here, fixed size blocks of 64 MB. So if you have 640 MB, you can imagine it is splitting into 10 blocks, each one 64 megabytes, and then all of them will get replicated, guys. Okay, it's also write once, read many times. Okay, or in other words, imagine this is your laptop, you had the 100 MB data. It went ahead, it distributed the data. What do? This is when we write our scripts, our high, big, and other scripts we write, guys. Okay, what happens now? Your code will move to the place where your computation exists or sits, and it will perform the computation there on your blocks of data. This is called the process of moving the code to the place where the data is sitting. That is what is called data locality, guys. Okay, why is it important? In traditional architectures, gentlemen and ladies, what you have is you have a database, then you have a data access layer, then you'll have something called a business layer, then you'll have something called a service layer, and then you'll have something called a UI layer, guys. Okay, what happens is when we write stored procedures in our database, the data is filtered in the database and is passed on to the data access layer. From the data access layer, you build some data objects and pass it to the business layer where you apply business rules, and then pass it to the service layer, guys. Okay, you verify, you authenticate it, you authorize, and pass it to your UI layer. If you notice here, guys, in your code is sitting in these servers, and your data is moving from one location to another location around your servers. What is happening? Your code is sitting in traditional architectures, data is moving around. Whereas here, you just first go ahead and upload the data. It's like you're uploading a video in YouTube, guys. Once you upload the video, many people will come and watch it, and they will read it or they will analyze it, right? So what are they doing? You're writing your video once, but it is being read many times. The same is the concept here, guys. Okay, what happens? We just put our data once. After that, lots and lots of people, users, developers, they will write different kinds of scripts. What will happen? Your code will move to this server and perform the computation there. The process is called as data locality, guys. Okay, am I making sense, guys? Okay, and Soumya, are you able to see my screen now? Oh, okay, I don't know what happened there. I just saw your message, Soumya, but did that make sense, Soumya? The difference between the traditional architecture, how the data moves to the code. Okay. Naresh, doing okay there, buddy? Naresh and others? Okay, we'll again go over these things one more time in the coming up slides, and when the time comes up again. But for now, that is what write once, read many times, guys. We'll try to go over that again and again, guys. We are saying it is optimized for streaming. Let's say you're watching a YouTube video, 3-hour Amitabh video, guys. What do? Well, you don't have to download the complete 3-hour video at one time and then watch it. What YouTube does is, it will first send you 1 or 2 minutes of data, packets of data to you. You'll be watching the first 2 minutes, and then what is happening behind the scenes, another 1 to 2 minutes of data is being sent to you. What is that? That is called streaming. That is how the data is works. Data is moves around in Hadoop, guys. Okay, we'll talk more about that, but for now, that is what the streaming refers to, guys. Okay. So gentlemen and ladies, what we'll do is it's about 8:56. We'll take a short 10-minute break here, and then we'll regroup in about 10 minutes, guys. Okay, so let's regroup. We're almost at 57. Why not we regroup by 9:07, guys? Is that okay with everyone, guys? I'd like to have a glass of water, just kind of take a short this thing, and you can just go ahead and stretch, and we'll regroup and we'll go from there. Cool? Great. I'm going to leave this on. I'm going to mute myself. Let's try to make it by 9:07, guys. Okay, thank you.